Okay, so welcome back to another video on this channel, and today we have a post-match reaction for West Ham United versus Manchester United. Now, I am in fact recording this before the actual game has begun because this is the new system I want to kind of go for in these type of videos where I just talk before the game and then give my thoughts after the game when the result is finalised. Now, this is of course the first Premier League game that will have fans in the ground because there will be 2,000 fans of course in the West Ham end for this game at the London Stadium, which is obviously very, very good. Overall, in terms of the lineup, I mean, one thing that I just have to notice is the fact that Manchester United have dropped Bruno Fernandes to the bench now. Obviously, it's pretty likely that he has been rested for this game rather than dropped, but to be honest, I think that is absolute madness because I don't think West Ham away, particularly with the fans' entrance into this game as well, I don't think this is a game necessarily to drop Fernandes in, and that is why it really does surprise me. And it could really come back to bite Ollie in the backside because if West Ham do win tonight, which looks a lot more likely now with Fernandes on the bench, because those West Ham players will be looking at that and thinking, do you know what, we have a good chance tonight without him in the team. In saying that though, West Ham themselves are missing Michail Antonio, which is obviously a massive miss for them because I think he's one of the most underrated players in the Premier League, and obviously will cause a lot of problems for this United team if he was playing. But I think besides the absences of Bruno Fernandes and Michail Antonio, I think both lineups are relatively strong, so overall it does make for quite a good viewing tonight. I predicted a draw yesterday. I did say that this game would end 2-2, and to be honest, I do think it's a game that could go either way because United are a bit of a 50-50 team. They can have high points and they can have low points during a game, and overall West Ham are a very consistent team under David Moyes this season, so I do think it's a game that could very much go either way. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever if West Ham won this or if United won this, and that is why I've just stuck in the middle and gone for a draw. But yeah, let's see what happens in this game, and I will speak to you guys after this match has ended. Okay, so it is half-time in this game, and West Ham do go into the half-time interval with a 1-0 lead courtesy of Thomas Souček's goal right before the half-time whistle, and obviously very, very refreshing to see the West Ham fans celebrating in full voice. To be fair, it's not been the worst of games, if I'm being perfectly honest. There's definitely things to look at from both sides. I think West Ham have been very, very good. I think they've been aggressive, they've been tenacious, they've been direct. Jared Bowen's been an absolute handful on that wing. Pablo Fornals and Sebastian Haller have also been quite handfuls up front as well. Thomas Souček and Declan Rice doing very well anchoring the midfield. But overall, if I'm being perfectly honest, United have been absolutely terrible. They've created little to nothing in this whole game, bar one chance that Martial had Fabianski saved at the end of the half. I mean, we've seen nothing from Martial, nothing from Greenwood, nothing from Van de Beek. I mean, Paul Pogba, don't even get me started on him. If you guys know me well, you'll know I don't like Pogba anyway. I think he's highly overrated, and I think he's just proven my point tonight. He's been absolutely horrendous. Nearly every time he's got the ball, he's lost it. He offers you absolutely nothing in midfield in terms of creativity most of the time. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I do think that United do need to get Bruno Fernandes on as soon as possible because I think they definitely lack that creative spark in midfield that Bruno Fernandes will obviously give them if he comes on. And I think if he doesn't come on till late in the game, I think West Ham will really punish United, and I think United will really regret not bringing him on early in the game. Edinson Cavani is really the only one that's actually trying to create something for United. I mean, he hasn't really got much service up front with him in fairness, and he's the only one, as I said, yeah, just trying to create something or trying to do a little bit. But yeah, I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will want to see a lot different from this United team in the second half because, yeah, as I keep saying, they've been absolutely dreadful so far in my opinion. They've barely managed to string any passes together. On the flip side though, as I said, West Ham have been very good, and I think that David Moyes will want them to continue that into the second half because then they've got a very good chance. I think the presence of the fans as well, even though there's only 2,000 and compared to the size of the London Stadium it's not that much, but even their sheer presence I think is really driving West Ham forward, and I think that's one of the main reasons why they've been so good in this half. But yeah, let's see what happens in the second 45. It should be a very intriguing second half, which should answer a lot of questions we do have at this current stage of half-time, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys at full time. I've had an absolute mare, boys. I've had an absolute stinker here because as you can see by the tweet on screen, this is what I did tweet going into the second half, that Paul Pogba and Mason Greenwood should have been the two players that were replaced by Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford at half-time. And what of course went and happened, they did score 2 goals to obviously turn the game around on its head within a matter of 2 or 3 minutes as well, and obviously put United on their way to a massive win at the Olympic Stadium. So yeah, not the best of ones for me. I do still stand by what I said about Paul Pogba though. I think he is an average performer really that does produce moments of magic every now and then, and I think tonight was a perfect example because overall it was a very average performance from him. I thought he was absolutely dreadful in the first half in particular, but a moment of magic, of course, a very, very good finish from him, I do have to say. Bruno Fernandes with the assist, of course, and there was question marks over whether Dean Henderson's long punt for that goal was out of play or not, but in the end the goal did stand. Then a matter of 2 or 3 minutes later, Mason Greenwood with an absolutely exquisite first touch and a brilliant powered finish past Fabianski into the bottom corner to turn this game completely on its head. And to be honest, I think Mason Greenwood is one of the most naturally gifted finishers in the world of football on his day, and I think he's an absolutely world-class finisher when he's actually on his game, of course. And then of course a matter of like 10 minutes later, Marcus Rashford played through by a brilliant ball from another substitute, Juan Mata, and a very cute finish from Rashford to obviously seal 3 points for United in another win for them, which is actually another one that is unexpected because I don't know how they keep doing this where they just perform like absolute and then go and just score 3 or 4 goals and just cruise past the team in the end and claim a comfortable win. I mean, I just don't know how they keep doing it and just getting away with it every time, but there you go. Bruno Fernandes was, of course, the difference maker in my opinion once he came on. I thought Marcus Rashford actually changed the game a lot when he came on. He was very direct, he was making runs in behind, and overall making the game very uncomfortable for the West Ham backline. But yeah, Bruno Fernandes, once again, I mean, his impact on this United team cannot be underestimated, because I think he's absolutely world class, as I said last weekend in my game prediction, or my game reaction I should say, for the 3-2 win over Southampton. I just think Fernandes is absolutely brilliant. I thought he controlled the game once again when he came on. I think most of the times when he does play for United, I mean, everything comes through him. He makes United take an attack. And to be fair, I do feel a bit sorry for West Ham, because they didn't actually play overall too badly, but I think once United went 2-1 up and then 3-1 up, I think the game was done and dusted by then, and obviously the fans had been silenced, so of course there wasn't that atmosphere to drive them on. And yeah, in the end they slumped to a 3-1 defeat, but definitely positive signs do come for West Ham, because I thought they were actually very solid at times today, and actually caused United a lot of problems going forward, and to be honest, probably felt hard done by not to go into the break at least 2 or 3 goals ahead. But yeah, overall United managed to redeem themselves once again, and yeah, as I said, I just don't know how they keep pulling off these wins, but in the end that is a win that moves them into the top 4, at least for now. So yeah, a very good win for Manchester United there. And yeah, as we're going to leave this video, so if you did enjoy this new type of structure for these post-match reactions, then please do give it a thumbs up. I mean, 10 to 15 likes would be massively appreciated as per usual. Also make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are looking to hit 800 subscribers as soon as we possibly can, so any subscription you guys do make would help us out massively on the way to achieving that goal, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.